Hey everybody, good afternoon. How are you? Welcome to the channel, 83 Racing in Florida. Hey, I am going to do something that is a sore subject to a lot of people, and just basically show you how I do it with no problem. Something I've learned. I've done 3 pistons already, no bloody fingers, and that is installing. Yeah, installing. Listen to that word. Dumbass. Installing the dreaded Spirolox. So I am going to show you how to do an entire piston with 4. See that? 4 of them, 2 on each side, for superior lockness, if that's even a word, even if that is even a phrase. So hang on here, let me get this set up. I want to try to give you the best view, just so you can see. I've already got 3 done, 2, 4, and 6. We're working on 8, and then we'll set up the odd side next. But anyway, I've seen other videos of this showing some how to do it. I had a tool that I used, and so anyway, hopefully that's a good angle. Bohol Philippine shirt. So what I do is I don't put anything in there. I don't put the pin in first, nothing like that. All I do is take a little semi lube, little dab will do you, put it on my finger, and one side or the other, don't really matter. I don't know, I just been writing on here 8. All right, 8 in my direction because it goes towards the, anyway. So put the semi lube in the one end, and I'm getting it all over myself. That's all right. Okay, put that lube a little bit. We'll worry about that later. And get your hand dry. So I put the lube in up here, just like that. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. Let me see if I can get a little better angle. This up on my, I won't fall forward. Here we are on my brand new Samsung Fold phone. So what I do, don't be afraid to do this part, but don't overdo it. You need to spread this out. And this thing is tight in here. It's like a spring. So you take it at a good angle, pull it so that you're pulling it apart in the middle, and pull it out a little bit. What you want to do is you want that to stay out just by itself like that. Okay? Now now here's the tricky part. Here's the part very important about this that makes this easy. You got to take this in, little in right there, and you got to put it in the groove. You see the groove? There's actually semi lube in the groove. Put this in the groove. That's how it gets started. It has to be in the groove. Then, see, this can be a little bit difficult part, but this is the important part. But don't be afraid to bend this. Don't bend it, but don't be afraid to stretch it. So get that started, and get it lined up in the circle so that it's within. Take your screwdriver, your finger bloodier, and go inside. Okay, go inside, not outside. Go inside, and just kind of guide it down into the groove. It has a tendency to go past the groove, but don't freak out. It's okay. It's all right. Just work that little starting area right up into the groove. Sometimes what happens is people will, just try to really muscle it, I guess is what the right word is. And you don't really need to do that. Just get that edge in the groove right there, and you just start slowly, just like mounting a tire. All right, now see what I did was I just slipped it past the groove. Just bring it right back up into the groove. Then just like a tire, just take a little bit at a time. I got a bit too big of a chunk there, and I'm out of the groove here. But I got the beginning of it in the groove, so all you got to do is just slowly press it down there. Sometimes it helps to put your finger and hold this end up, just to help make the circle a little bit smaller. Get too rough with it. Come on down in here, and then when you getting right to about the halfway point of the first spiral, that's the important part, where you want to make that, pull this up, try to make that circle a little smaller, and it's going to come out of the groove, but you can keep it in there. This first one out of this whole, all 4 of these, yes, I'm putting 4 in, 2 on each side. The first one is actually the hardest. Believe it or not, the other 3, very simple. Look at that. Now, get it in the groove. Now here's the important part. You want to listen for the click. Right there. 1 in. Okay? Now, I'm not going to put in the wrist pin yet. I'm going to put in the second one. You're like, oh no! Here's where he's going to bloody his fingers up. Nope. There we go. We're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to spread it out. Get it up here, not right on the direct ends, but we're going to kind of go in a little bit on each end, and in just a little bit, and we're going to spread that bad boy out. But don't bend it. Don't bend it. Okay? There you go. That's enough right there. Now you can do exactly the same thing, except now you got help. You got help right here, see? So you're going to get that end in there. You're going to put it in the groove. Just slide it down there until it meets the other one. And like I said, put your screwdriver inside the circle. Put it on the outside, it's just going to get in your way. Then just go around it. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I think you can. And then just go around it, and then just a little bit at a time. Just like when you're mounting a tire. A little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. And then remember what we did? Right there, click, you're in. There you go, one side. 2 Spirolox. Now, we're going to lube up everything. Lube up the other side. Now, the reason why we're going to lube this up now, because it's going to be probably about 3 or 4 or 5 days before this engine gets started and get some oil in it, so we're going to lube up the connecting rod. This is the one I'm using here, and we're going to orient the to the back. But these Eagle rods now, they look like they're equal on the chamfers on the sides, so I don't think it really matters. But what I do is my code is 8 and 8 for the 8-cylinder, and then I write it on the number side on the back. That way I know this is the back. And then what I do is I take the piston, orientate it. I write my cylinder 8. I draw an arrow. This is the front, just like that. So anyway, now what we're going to do is we're going to this here. We're going to lube up the inside of the connecting rod. Like I said, it's going to probably be 3, 4, 5 days before I get this finished. Get it back in the car, get it ready to start up, because we're going to run it on December 2nd in Auburndale. And then hopefully, I did something on the old engine that I found out why we were just a little bit under power, even though we were running good, and we were definitely gaining. Setup was getting much better. Brian was doing a real good job, and so I am building him rebuilding this block, but changing things. New cam, piston, crankshaft, everything in it's going to be brand new, totally rebuilt, and even different rocker arms and stuff like that. But anyway, hopefully we'll put him up front, places he's never been before. So get this started. All right, I'll make sure my orientation is right. Get my hands clean. Oh, I took my towel away. had the phone on the towel. A little bit of angle. It's all right. We'll get it. We'll get it. You can see it a little bit better. I forgot I had it like that. I don't want it to fall over either. Anyway. So we can get an angle without it falling on the floor. Okay. So take a rod and get this in here. Push through. That lubed up. Okay. Now just make sure everything feels good. It does. So we're going to orient the hole on the top like this. Take a rag. Put a little bit of this extra fluid here. You need it running all over the place. Just need it where it needs to be effective. There we go. All right. Now, no bloody fingers yet. I'm going to take this and we're going to do the same thing. Now you're going to see how easy that second one was? Like I said, the very first one out of the 4 is always the hardest. It wants to come out of the groove and stuff, but you just have to be patient. Just keep an eye on it. And I use the assembly lube on it, just mostly because then it basically kind of lights up the groove where you can see exactly where it's at. No guesswork. You don't need bright studio lights on it anyway. So what I do is I get this angle, okay, and I get the angle on there, and I just angle it right up, just put it right up against the wrist pin, and the groove is right there, and there it is. It's started in there now, so I'm going to get the screwdriver, and I'm going to go inside, not outside, inside, and then we're going to pushing it down in there a little bit at a time, and it's going to just keep the start of it, you know, like a tire. You keep the bead where it belongs, and then once it's where it belongs, and everything else goes according to plan. So again, and there we go, same thing. When you get to the end, I don't know if you can see that well, but you get to the very end, you hear the click, you're in. Now, we're going to get the second one. Only lube off the fingers here, and again we're going to do the same thing. I know this is a sore subject with a lot of people of how to do these spiral locks and make them easy and not end up with bloody fingers and creating new cuss words and everything. We've all been there. We've all done it, man. Trust me. But you know, the thing that I've learned is that I don't. Once I realized the simplicity, you know, because sometimes you tend to, I don't know the term, make a molehill out of a mountain out of a molehill. Sometimes you can make a mountain out of a molehill, and that's what the situation is with these spiral locks. So I just get the beginning part into the groove, and just like a tire, just start slowly working it into the groove, and once you get to that one point, right, pretty much there, you can hear it kind of click a little bit. You just like start slowly, grab a little bit at a time. Don't take too big a chunk. It's like doing a tire. And then, again, we'll show you for the last time, the 4th time, just the very end of it there. I don't know if you see it, but it's right there. Push it into here, click. You're good, man. Check your orientation, make sure we're good. chamfer to the back. Yep. Same way as the others. There you go. Happy engine building, everybody. Appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel. The more subscribers, the more likes, the better. It's free. We appreciate it. Click that button. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.